So let's talk about it. Welcome to Conversations with Kaya, where we just talking through life's BS because somebody has to. I'm Kaya! Raised in trauma like most of us, full of common sense that don't seem to exist anymore. Doing my best to keep my anxiety in check, all while staying out of prison. Conversations with Kaya.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Conversations with Kaya. If this is your first time here, I'm glad you found your way over to my little corner. And if you were here last week, welcome back. I'm late. I'm sorry. I apologize. My bad, okay? You family now. Forgive me. Come on. Y'all, we are officially in season one. Season one, the art of feeling good. Today's episode is called Feeling Good as a Practice because I believe that it should be, okay? To me, feeling good is not luck. It's not accidental, and it's not something you stumble into when all of the little details of your life are going perfect. Feeling good is something that you practice. Like anything else worth having, it needs a little bit of effort and intention. Okay? After the holidays, I spent a week online celebrating little random holidays. Just so you know, there is a holiday for every single day of the year. I got a little book from a museum, but you can go online if you want to and just find out what holiday it is that day and celebrate. It was just a small little pause, something that, would put a smile on somebody's face if they saw it, bring a little bit of joy to somebody. I didn't plan on it being a social experiment, but the data, my God, the responses were wonderful. People seemed grateful. They seemed excited. One lady, she seemed relieved. She talked about the depression after the holidays she always goes through. But all those responses told me this: we are craving permission to feel good. And here's the part people don't always like hearing: feeling good isn't indulgent, it's not hedonistic, it's biological. It's like vegetables, it's good for you. When we experience joy and contentment and pleasure, the body releases dopamine and serotonin. Those two chemicals are the body's natural way of helping you regulate your mood, your sleep, your stress level, focus. This little ADHD girlie can't pass on a good moment, okay? This goes for men and women, but for black women specifically, who statistically carry higher levels of chronic stress than any other group, we can't afford to skip out on moments of joy. That's preventative maintenance, honey. That's how you gonna live well and longer. When we deny ourselves rest and celebration and pleasure, we're not being noble, y'all, okay? There is not a martyr who has a medal. I promise you it's not. And I'm going to say this out loud, and I don't know how it's going to go. But many times we as women are made to feel guilty when we take that me time. Ladies, take that me time. You can't pour from an empty cup for the people who you love. And you're also damaging your health at the same time. We don't owe anyone exhaustion. That's not a good gift to give anybody. But we do owe ourselves stewardship. We do. hmm I've been called extra my entire life. Too dressed up, do the most, extra, too celebratory. And I gotta tell you, at almost 40 years old, I've come to realize something. I'm okay with that. Okay? I am extra. I'm also happy. Feeling good isn't chaotic, it's curated. And I've gone through a lot to be able to make myself feel good. We're going to take a little pause right here, y'all. Okay? Welcome to Cocktails and Carry Ons. I have been drinking my cocktail, but I'm still going to show you what it is. This segment didn't come from me just liking to drink, although I do like to drink. I'm a flight attendant after all. Okay. It came from ritual. I wanted to share one of my little rituals. After a flight, whether I'm on a layover or going home, I like to be extra and make myself a whole cocktail. Yes, I do have a cocktail kit that I actually bring on trips. We'll talk one day about all the ridiculous stuff that I bring on trips. But just know that I have a good time in my room by myself. Okay? I don't have to leave the room. That's how much stuff I carry. Anyway, today's beverage. It was a sparkly, as you can see, my little sparkly is Mexican 75. Little bit of tequila, lime, simple syrup, topped with champagne. I had prosecco, so here we are. It's bright, it's celebratory, it's hitting. It looks like effort, even when it's simple. The sparklies, I do carry around sparkly, and I do put them in my regular drinks. Listen, I'm the greatest flight attendant that you'll ever experience, and this is why, because I do extra stuff now, okay? And I don't do it because like something amazing happened on like whatever flight or trip. I do it because it's like, hey, let's celebrate. I survived the day. So, sip with me. Mocktails, if you have it, go ahead, throw it up. Tea, wine, whatever you got. Because this next one gonna be a little deep, okay? You all right? Okay. It's time for unsolicited advice. And before I go any further, let me speak to my non-melanated friends who might be here. Y'all, we're not going to be talking about the black discourse on this podcast every week. I promise. We're not going to be doing this all the time. Okay? This is my community. Something happened recently. This conversation is current, and I want to address it here. So, going forward, I promise we won't be doing it. We will be talking about life and us, period. Everybody's invited to this table over here. Now that I got that out the way, y'all can stay. Okay, here's what I got going on. I want to start with Lady London. I had never heard of this girl, but I started seeing all the different clips on my social medias with this interview she did with Cam Newton. If you saw that interview, you witnessed something real special, and I don't even know if you realized it. Her grace, her poise, her comfortability in her femininity and herself, she clocked exactly what she was dealing with. She saw exactly what was sitting across from her, adjusted her expectations in real time, and stayed grounded without shrinking or dimming her light. That wasn't restraint, y'all. That was a master class in self possession, baby. Yes. When women, mm, you know what? Women, listen to me here. Grace does not mean tolerating nonsense, okay? Do not confuse being gracious and ladylike with settling for BS. Calm does not mean settling. Please do not confuse peace with passivity. Emotional regulation does not require you to abandon your standards, okay? Watching Cam move through that interview, talking all over her, posturing, and confusing confidence with control made Lady London's composure stand out even more. That girl stood like a goddess. She sat like a goddess. She did. So, I guess you probably guessed. Today's unsolicited advice goes to my black men. Okay? I love y'all. I need you to know this truly from the bottom of my heart. I married a woman, and the way we ride for y'all black men is crazy. Okay? Now, this is going to sting a little bit, but I just told you I love you, and I got a whole wife who love y'all too. So, listen to me. Hear me to listen. Don't hear me to respond, okay? Pretend like we're holding hands, because I need to speak to you. Black woman to black man. We can all agree that women and men are raised differently across the board. Race has nothing to do with that. That's just true. In most cultures, women were raised with assignments and duties from the beginning. We were taught to aspire to build families, secure a good marriage as early as possible, honor commitment, even when it's not reciprocated, and loyalty was a requirement for everybody we loved or liked at all times. We were taught that there was a clock. And if we didn't secure this life within a certain window, we'd missed it and now we're worthless. Responsibility came early for us, dependability was expected, sacrifice was normalized. But men, on the other hand, y'all got to sow your royal oats and enjoy your life. And commitment, marriage, children, that's optional for you. You don't have to do that. That difference does matter, y'all. But then, black folks, we got everything just a little bit harder than everybody else. Black women and black men were raised with additional details that were exaggerated. Black girls were raised to be mama security and lieutenant. We were the second adult in control from the moment that second sibling was born. Okay? We were the backup for when mama had to slide. Okay? We cooked, we cleaned, we helped raise siblings, we learned responsibility young. And our boys, leave him alone. Let him breathe. Go get him this. He'll grow out of it. He's a boy. That one, ooh, that gets me. Don't have me around no little kids and I hear somebody say it's a boy. He's a boy. Oh no, we will fight, okay? But we in our community, we helped. We made enabled lazy brothers, coddled underdeveloped sons, and shrunk ourselves for trifling ass husbands because we didn't know how long the world would let us keep you. Black women have made sacrifices for you all black men that are rarely named and they're often dismissed. Okay? Now, I'm going to say this carefully. We protect, we explain away your bad behavior and demons, we endure. And I am no different. Notice I said we when I was talking about women. Just because I married a woman, okay? I got a past. We'll talk about it later, maybe. All right. 12 years ago, I was sexually assaulted. And in a conversation I had with people who were supposed to love me and essentially had known me my entire life, I was told I can't call that rape. You can't put that on a black man. And I was told that by a woman in the room where men were present. The men did not agree, but they also did not come to my defense. Okay? This was a high valued black man. And in this moment, protecting his image was more important than my health and my violation. And you know what I did? Nothing. My silence is my sacrifice. Something many women are trained to offer in the name of community. My experience is not rare. I'm not special at all. Okay? One day we'll talk about all of my past, but mine's is a drop in the bucket compared to things that I've heard. going to leave that there because I'm getting emotional and that's not what this was for. And I've gone off script. So I want to say this part clearly because this is where my responsibility came in. I got to be honest. At some point, I had to accept my responsibility as a woman was actually to myself. I had to tell myself that. Okay, remember, nobody's coming to save you. Okay, you have to save yourself. I had to realize my responsibility was taking care of me, not fixing anybody else, not protecting everybody else's comfort, not surviving quietly. Once I started my healing journey, like really started it, the goal became peace by any means necessary, and I live by that. It's not avoidance, it's not pretending, it's peace. I paid for it. As I chose that, something shifted in my life. I started to feel better about myself. I started to feel better about my past. Not because it didn't hurt anymore, but because I wasn't running from it. A demon ain't so big when you turn around and just face it in the eyes. I just want you to know. I started feeling better and optimistic about my future. And of course, eventually I started feeling good about the present and where I was at the moment. And my focus now is being present, being locked in, enjoying a lot of times. And that goes into me just pouring into me and making sure that I feel good. I can smile today because I did the work. We're going to talk about it. And you going to cry too. I'm not going to be the only one with red eyes, okay? You going to cry too. Y'all, even with my scars, even with things that I wouldn't wish on anybody else, I can smile and I can say that this healing thing didn't erase my past, but it damn sure helped me process all of this data, okay? It's been processing who I am. It's been staring my mistakes in my face. It's about staring down those demons with the pain in your face and accepting it all and deciding to carry them with you anyway, just moving different. That's where healing lives. And when we talk about healing, we are talking about feeling good. Not occasionally, not as a reward, not as a practice. Feeling good is a work of art you walk into every single day. If you've ever had to fight to get it, you know it's not accidental. You know it's work. You know it's intentional. It's earned and it's worth protecting. Feeling good ain't an accident, y'all. It's a practice. It's choosing awareness over denial, intentional care over quick comfort, growth over ego. Listen, it's imperative to your matriculation, baby. It's imperative. This week, I want you to do something, okay? If you do it, just say did it, all right? Put it somewhere. You can also email me at conversationswithkaya@gmail.com. You can send it there too. Um, I want you to go somewhere and I want you to show up authentically unabashed. If you're an extra person, I need you to get all the way dressed up. If you prefer to be a sweats person, I need you to be the coziest mofo around. But I want you to go to a place, whether it's with somebody else or whether it's just you, just find a place where you can show up authentically as yourself. Because, friend, you are the art. You are. I'm going to go cry now, y'all. Thank you for sitting with me today. This is Conversations with Kaya, Season 1, The Art of Feeling Good. I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
We still get higher. Real talk, real life conversations with Kaya. Oh, yeah.